Welcome to the Spice Fairy. I'm glad to have you in my kitchen. My name is Nira, but some of you may know me as Chef Alora. Either way, I'm thrilled to be back sharing my passion for food, flavor, and fun with all of you. Here on the Spice Fairy, where we keep flavor at your fingertips, you'll find creative recipes, cooking tips, and a little kitchen magic to inspire your culinary adventures. Whether you're here just to perfect a new dish or to enjoy some flavorful entertainment, you're in the right place. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe so you never miss out on the fun. And be sure to visit my website for exclusive recipes and more culinary inspiration. Let's make magic happen in the kitchen. I'm so excited. We're about to make some southern fried pork chops. And we're going to do it simple today. We're not doing too much. We're going to start with our pork chop. And with that, what we're going to do first is get some nice spicy brown mustard into the bowl. And we're using that mustard as a binder, honestly, to make sure that the seasoning sticks to the pork chops, because sometimes it doesn't do that as well without it. So we're going to put garlic powder on. Then we're going to hit it with some cayenne pepper. Then a little bit of Lawry's. And y'all know that's that good seasoned salt. And from there, we're going to hit it with some black pepper. And then we're going to do some smoked paprika. But I want to tell you guys, if you guys don't have smoked paprika in your cabinet, you're going to need to go get some. It's literally probably one of my most favorite spices, and I could use it on anything. Next, I had to hit it with some onion powder. And last but certainly not least, we're going to hit it with some dried parsley flakes. As I'm combining all of the ingredients, I'm massaging that mustard and the seasoning into the pork chops. And I'm trying to make sure that as I'm doing this, I'm really taking the opportunity to massage the meat because I didn't get a chance to marinate it. If you have time to marinate it, definitely do so. But if you don't, just make sure you massage it really well. Now you're going to take a moment and heat up about 2 to 4 cups of oil, depending on how big your pan is. And remember, when you're frying, you don't want to overcrowd the pan. I believe I had a 12-inch pan and I only cooked 2 pork chops at a time. While the oil is heating up, we're going to go ahead and season up some flour. You really won't need more than 2 cups. I seasoned it with some garlic powder, some onion powder, Lawry's, and black pepper. And just mix that up with a fork. Honestly, not that complicated. Typically, a lot of times when people fry, they do a 3-step breading process, which means it's usually dry, wet, dry. So the dry being a flour, then wet being usually an egg wash, and then another dry flour on the other side, or maybe breadcrumbs or panko breadcrumbs. But for this, we're doing it simple. And a lot of times in the South, we do not do a full-on three-step process of a dredge. And let me take a moment to remind you that all of the ingredients and the recipe are below. So you're going to take those nicely seasoned pork chops. See all that good seasoning in there? And you're going to make sure you coat it in the flour. And what you see me doing here is perforating the meat a little bit with a fork. Again, just to make sure that that seasoning is getting all the way down in there and that a little bit of the flour gets in there too, so it'll be good and crispy. A little bit of tenderization as well in there. So we're going to coat on both sides. I'm doing it with a fork so I don't get my hands all gunky with the pretty much wet seasoning that there is on the pork. And once you have that nicely coated, then you can very gently pick up that pork chop and glide it on into that hot oil. And a nice little tip for you here, to make sure your oil is hot, you can just sprinkle a little bit of flour in there. And look at that. They're looking very good, very good. While they're cooking, because I had to cook about 6 or 7 of the pork chops, we're going to make a little bit of honey mustard, which is going to be some brown spicy mustard and the same amount of honey. And then from there, we're just going to add a couple of seasonings, a little bit more garlic powder. Some smoked paprika, again, my favorite, popping up. And then just a little bit of cayenne pepper for a kick. I promise you, this sauce is so good. You can put it on literally anything. I'm pretty sure I put it on fish. I put it on chicken. I have even used it as a salad dressing before, so it hits every time. You could even use just this sauce and put this on some pork chops for the grill and it'll be wonderful. So this is one of my go-tos. As you are cooking the pork chop, make sure that you are placing them on a couple of paper napkins or paper towels so that they can drain off some of that excess fat. And then voila, there we have it. Sprinkle with a little bit of parsley on the end just for some garnish. But that's our pork chop. It did not take me long to do this. And while I did this, I also made some sides. I made some mixed vegetables and some jasmine rice. You can find my mixed vegetable recipe on TikTok at the Spice Fairy. And you can find my jasmine rice recipe right here on YouTube. It's really good, it's easy, and it takes about 20 minutes total to get it done. So this whole meal probably came together in 40 minutes tops. Let me know in the comments what your favorite sauce is. What's that sauce that you can put on literally anything? Make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time on the Spice Fairy. Thanks for watching.